and welcome to my channel. I'm Tara and this is Mila who's going to be joining us today. I'm going to be taking you through a nice gentle 10-minute yoga flow to help you feel more grounded, connected and centered with your body. So let's begin. Coming into a nice comfortable seat of your choice. We're just going to start by just grounding ourselves into the moment. So if you feel comfortable, maybe closing down the eyes and resting the palms gently on your kneecaps. Inhale deeply down to the belly and exhale completely through the nostrils. As we inhale this time, we'll take the shoulders up towards the ears. And then exhale, allow the shoulder blades to squeeze down your back body as you exhale completely. So keeping this nice gentle movement, synchronizing the breath. And just relaxing your elbows in towards the earth. So from here, we're going to allow the left palm to come towards the earth. And we're going to take the right arm up and overhead. So we're going to have a nice, beautiful side body stretch here. So really rotating your chest up towards the sky, heavy in your hip creases. As we breathe in. And then as we exhale, taking that palm to the left kneecap, and we'll take the left arm up for a nice counter body stretch. Releasing that palm to the opposite kneecap, we'll come forward, inhale deeply, and exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Nice stretch through the back body. And then on the next inhale, we'll grow our fingertips up towards the sky, maybe giving them a wiggle. And then exhale into our cactus arms before releasing them towards the earth. Really nice. So we'll take it to the other side. Right palms to the earth. Inhale up and over. Breathing into that left lung this time. Really stretching through the left side body, rotating the heart space towards the sky. And then as we exhale, releasing that palm to the right kneecap. Inhale, take the left arm up and over. Really nice stretch. And then release that to the opposite kneecap. Inhale, coming forward. And then exhale, rounding through the spine. Navel tucks in. And then inhale, growing up nice and tall towards the sky, wiggling through the fingertips. And then exhale into our cactus arms, opening through the chest space before we release palms to the earth. So now we're going to come onto all fours. So take time to find your alignment in this pose. So we want our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hip points, spreading the fingertips nice and wide, pressing in to the tops of your toes, gazing straight down towards the mat. This is our tabletop position. So our crown is facing forward, spine nice and long, neck relaxed. And we're going to start to connect to the navel. So our navel pulls up and in, connecting to our core. We're going to curl the toes and we're going to lift the kneecaps and hovering them for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the knees, pressing into the toes, and we'll come into our cat-cow, allowing the rib cage to come down, our chest space to open, and then exhale, we'll round through the spine. Coming back to a nice neutral spine, we'll do that once more, curling the toes under and hovering, engaging the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Release the knees, press into the tops of the toes, and we'll come into our cat-cow. Breathing nice and deep. Exhaling fully. And then releasing back to center. This time we're going to do for a count of 10. So if you feel the need to drop the knees beforehand, please do. So we'll curl the toes under and we'll hover for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the knees, press into the toes, breathing deep into our cat-cow. Really nice. We'll take the knees as wide as our yoga mat, big toes come to kiss, and we'll release the hips back to our heels. Fingertips come forward, stretching through the side body as we exhale into our extended child's pose, releasing the head to the earth and just taking a breathe here. And then we'll slowly lift back up, coming back into our all fours, checking that alignment. And then we're going to walk the fingertips slightly forward, spreading the fingertips wide, curling the toes, and really slowly we're going to lift from the hips all the way into our downward facing dog. And here we are, we're going to start to pedal through the feet. So maybe releasing the left heel down towards the floor, and then taking the right heels down towards the floor. If that's not accessible for you today, still have them lifted up off the ground, but just try to extend one leg more than the other as we start to extend through our hamstrings. The aim here is really to get a nice flat back, so a generous bend in the knees is of course welcome. Our heart pressing towards our thighs as we wiggle through the hips. Then we'll anchor through the left foot, taking the right foot up high towards the sky, three-legged dog. Making sure to level out the hips, pressing evenly into both palms. And then we'll bend through that knee, stepping and squeezing it all the way up into our warrior one, pivoting on the back foot. Our left toes are going to be pointing towards the left top of the mat. And we'll slowly start to rise, keeping a nice bend in that front knee. Inhale, taking the arms behind the ears up towards the sky into our warrior one. So our hips parallel, facing and shining forwards. And then we'll exhale into our warrior two, extending our stance. Our back foot parallel with the back of the mat and facing past our front fingertips. Really good. Then we'll open up through the palm, come forward, up and back into our reverse warrior. Breathing here. And then exhale, we'll cartwheel all the way forwards, planting the left palm into the earth. And then we're going to take the right palm up towards the sky. If you need to, you can release the back leg or you can keep it active. The choice is, of course, yours. Breathing here. Maybe taking a cactus with that right arm. And then exhale, release it to the sky, framing the front foot. And then we'll step back into our plank pose. Now we're going to take a vinyasa. We'll take it nice and slow, so releasing the knees to the earth, bending through the elbows, chin, chest, belly, into our bhujangasana, our cobra pose. Squeezing the elbows into the side body. And then we'll exhale, curl the toes, taking it back to our downward facing dog. So here we are again, nice pedal through the legs. If you need to release and come into your child's pose, please do. Remembering to come back to the breath. And then we'll anchor through the right foot, taking the left leg up high towards the sky. Making sure to level the hips out. And then we'll exhale, bend through that left leg, squeezing and lifting towards the glute. And then we'll step through into our warrior one on the other side. So pivoting on that back foot, right toes will be pointing to the right top of your mat. Then we'll slowly start to lift up. Inhale, take the fingertips behind the ears up towards the sky, bending through that front leg, actively pressing through both feet evenly. Warrior one. And then we'll exhale into our warrior two, pivoting and extending that back foot. Opening through our left palm, coming forward, up and back into our reverse warrior. Option to take a bind, or to the small of the back, or to the leg. Exhale, cartwheel forward, plant the right palm into the earth, and we'll take the left fingertips up towards the sky. Remembering that we can lower that back leg if you want, or keep it active. And then we'll exhale maybe into that cactus arm, really coming to a deeper stretch here. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, plant those fingertips down, and we'll step back into our plank pose. Coming forward, bending the knees into the earth, chin, chest, belly. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice. And then we'll release the knees to the earth and come into a nice child's pose for a moment's breath. And we'll lift back up to all fours, crossing the ankles over, and we'll roll back into a nice comfortable seat of your choice. So maybe closing down the eyes here. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, palms come to meet at the heart space, your Anahata. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you found some new moves and warmed up the body nicely, synchronizing with your breath and really just feeling more connected. So thank you so much. Namaste.